What is up, everybody, and this is Mr. Tony Stark with another interactive commentary. Now this one is going to be a little bit more on the serious side, but something that I still want you guys' feedback and opinions on, something that I still look forward to talking with you guys about. Now today we're going to be talking about whether or not video games and media is the main source of education for our children and the younger generations. Now I saw an article, a post on Reddit last week. It was a picture of a library, and in the library was a place where you could, rent movies and stuff like that. And most libraries have had these features back since VHS tapes were available, where you could go and rent, VHS movies from the library, just as you could a book. Now, in the same section of the library, there was a section where you could rent video games. Now, the post on Reddit was something like, "Isn't this the most awesome thing if you've ever seen?" Where you can get video games at a library. Why would I not go to the library now? And it just kind of sparked something in my own brain about where our society is headed. And the simple fact that whenever I was young and I would go to the library, my mom would take me to the library, I was looking for what books I could read, or what books I could be, have read to me, or whatever. And now you have sections, obviously, like I said, where there's movies, and now there's video games where you can rent video games instead of taking books. And I just kind of wonder if it just has anything to do with the way that our culture is headed, as far as video games being the main source of education instead of books. And the parents don't have time for the kids, so the parents put them in front of the TV with the video games, or with TV shows, or cartoons and stuff like that, so they can basically be babysat. So the Xbox can be the babysitter, or PlayStation, or whatever it is. It can actually do the babysitting and teach the children, because now with games you have educational games, so the kids can learn. And I'm not saying anything against these educational games, it's just that 9 times out of 10 the game that the kid's going to pick up isn't going to be educational in the way that it was meant to be educational. Now, in the same aspect, these video games are containing pretty much everything that a kid's going to learn about in school, in life and growing up. There's moral decisions. There's what path to choose, whether you want to go with the right or the wrong, whether you want to make the wrong decision and it could cost you in the game, or you want to make the right decision. So there's moral consequences. There is goals, and there's things that you can achieve. So there's ways to improve how you're playing, improve the game experience. So these kind of things are floating through the children's mind as they're playing these games, and they're being taught about life, about war, about sex, about violence, the decisions, the consequences of right and wrong, and they're learning about all these things bluntly through video games. And I just kind of want to know what you guys think. Is it an okay way to teach the children? Is it okay for them to learn about things that they probably should learn about from their parents, or from teachers in school, or even from books? Like whenever I was a kid, like I was saying, I would read a book, and I could get the best experience out of reading a book and being told a story, and I could visualize the characters and the story and the world that the book created. Whereas now we don't have to use our imaginations, because we're being given that. We're being given that full experience visually, right in your eyes. You don't have to use your brain to think about it, because you get to see it. You don't have to imagine what the characters look like. You can see what they look like. And I just, like I said, I kind of want to know what you guys think as far as this topic is concerned. Do you think it's okay that video games are being basically the predominant teacher of the youth, and that's what's happening? The books and all that are going by the wayside. If GameStop sold books, I don't think they would be popular, correct? But if a library sells video games, quickly the library will be a spot that the kids are okay with going. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that. I'm not sure that I can get on board with the fact that we're replacing books and the the desensitization of the children in that aspect. And like I said, I'm just curious to know what you guys think about that. So feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know what you guys' opinions are as far as this topic goes. Do you think that video games should be a primary source of education for children, or do you think that we should be really maintaining the levels of exposure to video games for that generation. I look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, peace.